Alright, what is going on everyone? Mr. Rage22, aka the most precious little Christian boy in the whole world, coming at you guys with another video. So, I know that this video may be controversial, but I do not care. I've made controversial videos in the past, and people are still hating on my T-Mobile videos, so I know what it's like being hated, so I don't give a shit if this video is going to be controversial or not. But one thing that does make me feel better is I know that people will agree with me on the subject that I am about to talk about, because in today's video I am going to be giving you guys a couple reasons on why I think Dead by Daylight, the most popular 4 versus 1 multiplayer online survival horror game, I'm basically going to be giving you guys some reasons on why I think the game is basically a steaming pile of pure smelly dog shit. So, without further ado, I just want to get right into this. Starting off with reason number 1 is the safe pallet loops. So basically, like, if you don't know what these things are, but I'm sure you do, because why else would you be watching the video, but I'll just explain it. So basically what this is a safe pallet loop in Dead by Daylight means that a survivor can basically loop the killer around for, like, eternity, and if the killer gets too close, they can just drop a pallet on them, and the killer can break the pallet if they want, but the survivor will get further away from them and they can possibly lose them. But they could basically run the killer around for as long as they want without dropping a pallet. They could basically do this for as long as they want, and if the killer gets too close, they could just drop the pallet. Now, the reason this is bad is because even though there could be only one pallet, and the killer thinking that since they've broken that one pallet, now they can get the survivor because now there's no more pallets, I have literally had times where there was a pallet literally only a couple meters away from the previous pallet. So basically what this means is that a survivor can loop a killer around for a pallet for like 2 or 3 minutes, and when the killer finally decides to break the pallet, there will be another safe loop pallet just a couple meters away. So the problem is there are just so many safe loop pallets in the game. Like in some maps, like for example, there are so many maps where there are just pallets all over the place. There could be 2 safe loop pallets like only a couple meters away from each other, and it is just so unfair because these survivors can loop the killer around for so long, and there could be another pallet just a couple meters away. Like, there are just too many of them. So next reason is gen speed. Gen speed in this game is insane. I know for a fact because I frequently play Survivor. So let's think of a scenario real quick. So let's say there is someone who is looping the killer, and going back to my last point, they're doing the safe mode pallet loop thing. Like, they're looping the killer around a safe mode pallet. And, like, okay, so let's think of a scenario. So there could be 2 survivors working on a gen, while one survivor is looping the killer around a god mode pallet. So 2 survivors can be working on a gen together, while another survivor by himself can be working on another generator. Because it doesn't even take that long to repair a generator on your own. It generally takes just a couple of, like, I'd say maybe less than a minute to repair a generator all on your own. And it's even quicker if you have someone with you doing it, like if there's 2. And, like, again, this goes back to my argument with the safe mode pallets, because they're just, like, it's too easy to loop in this game. Like, it is generally not that hard to loop the killer around a pallet in this game. And since there are so many pallets, like, a single survivor can loop a killer for so long because of the safe mode pallets. And, like, these god mode pallets, like, there are just so many in the environment. Like, there needs to be, like, they need to either nerf it, or they have to put a perk where they're like, there's not that many pallets in the area. But dude, there are just so many freaking god mode pallets in the area, and the gen speed is insane. Like, it is not that long to repair a generator on your own. Like, I do it all the time. I have repaired 3 generators by myself in a game one time while survivors were messing with the killer. So that's basically the scenario. So, like, again, let's get back to that actually. So it's like the killer is chasing one survivor who is looping them around a pallet, and the 2 people who are working on generators, they get a gen done, and so does the single survivor. And all this is happening while the killer gets the person who was looping them, he gets them down just once, and they're on the hook just one time. But, like, the gen speed in this game, it needs to be nerfed drastically, okay? because it is just way too quick to repair gen on your own, and it's even quicker if you have two people, okay? Like, it's just insane how fast you can repair a generator on this in Dead by Daylight, okay? And combining that with the God mode pallets, or the safe loop pallets or whatever you call them, along with the progression of the generators, like, it is just so hard to win in this game as killer. And that goes back to my point about the game being survivor sided, because the game is survivor sided. Okay, the next thing that we're going to be talking about is the game's matchmaking system. Now, does it honestly seem right to you to put a rank 18 killer against purple rank survivors who not only have lots of great perks in the game, but also have more experience in general? Does that honestly seem fair to you? Because I've had this happen to me so many times. Like, for example, last night I was playing Doctor, right? And I am a rank 18 killer, right? So I was playing Doctor, and the game fucking puts me up against purple rank survivors who not only have better perks than me, but they're also teabagging and flashlight flickering and shit. Like, dude, that's just so unfair. Why would the game be putting low rank killers up against high rank survivors? And you know, I've actually had similar experiences when playing as survivor. Like, the game be putting me up against high rank killers who have better perks than me and shit, while I'm only using not so good perks. Because Ace is my favorite character, and he does not have that good perks, and neither does characters like Meg and shit. So, like, why is the game putting these low rank killers up against these high rank survivors? How is that fair in the first place? It's just not. Like, why would you put a killer who doesn't have decent enough perks and not enough experience in the game up against survivors who do have lots of experience in the game and are also using better perks? Like, how is that fair? Okay, so my next reason is survivor perks in general, but these perks that survivors be using these days, they are so overpowered and so OP. Like, for example, Decisive Strike and Dead Hard, along with Unbreakable, these have got to be the most toxic perks in the game. Decisive Strike, Dead Hard, and Unbreakable. Now, picture this as a scenario. Let's say a killer gets one person down who has Unbreakable, right? The killer's about to pick them up, but notices that there is a survivor with a flashlight who is trying to go in for a save. So the killer will drop the person with Unbreakable, go after the person who has the flashlight, but once again, they're using the God mode palette. The person who had Unbreakable, they could just pick themselves right up, and they could, like, basically run away while the killer is still dealing with one person who is insanely good at looping. Because looping in this game is so freaking easy. It's not that hard at all. So these perks, like, they need to be nerfed, okay? Either they need to be nerfed, or some of our perks as killer need to be buffed. Like, something needs to happen here, okay? Because these perks are just way too OP. Like Dead Hard, Decisive Strike, all these perks, they're just too powerful, okay? And I don't care what you say, and sure, you could say that killers also have some pretty powerful perks like Franklin's Demise or Blood Warden, but really and truly, these perks are not really going to help the killer that much. I mean, they're not going to help them drastically, like Decisive Strike can get someone out of being camped in the basement. So, like, these perks, like, you can't deny that they are at least a little OP, okay? And I think some of them do need to be nerfed. Alright guys, so the next thing that I want to talk about is, like, this game has a lot of microtransactions, like Dead by Daylight, like, for, like, the little cosmetics and the little skins that you can buy for the characters like Trapper and stuff like that. Like, that's kind of greedy, actually. Like, you can't say that that's not greedy. Like, charging real life money just for a single cosmetic for a single character, you can't deny that that's pretty scummy and pretty greedy. I mean, I know that behavior needs support and all, but still, like, don't you think that the killers that we pay $7 for are enough? And also, some cosmetics in this game will actually cost you more than an actual chapter. Like, that's just fucking insane. So anyways, guys, those were most of my reasons why I think Dead by Daylight is garbage. The God mode loops, the power loops, the gen speed, all that shit, and the OP perks that survivors have, like, yeah, those were most of my reasons. And also the matchmaking. If they could at least fix the matchmaking, that would be so nice, okay? But, you know, the developers being who they are and not giving a shit about us survivor mains, yeah, they're probably not going to do jack shit about this. And you survivor mains, you can hate on this video all you want, But the thing that makes me feel better is the fact that you are the ones who are literally sucking behavior's dick while they suck yours 10 times harder. That makes me feel better. And for those who do hate on this video, which I know will mostly be survivor mains, and since I cannot defend myself in the comments because Google is a hater of free speech, all I can say to the people who hate on this video, fuck you, okay? Fuck you, because you survivor mains are the ones who are taking full advantage of behavior being absolute shit stains to us killer mains, okay? So I don't give a fuck what you say in the comment section. I don't care if you roast me, make fun of me. I don't care, okay? Because in the end, I'm right. So I don't give a crap. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about Dead by Daylight. Do you feel the same way I do? Do you think I am wrong? Do you think I'm being a hypocrite? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And what was it that the producer said? When he was asked by a killer main, what is he going to do to make the game better for killers? What was that he said? Go play something else, try Civilization. Well, fuck you, because I have found something else to play. Friday the 13th. This is a great game that I'm playing right now, because not only is Dead by Daylight bad, but the game is also pretty fucking boring for the most part. I mean, what do your survivor mains even do? You just jump into an Xbox Live party or jump on Discord or whatever you're using to talk to your Survive with Friends group, and you just do gens all day, all night, and just bully the killer. And same goes for killer mains. All you guys do is you just jumping into a game hoping that you'll have a little bit of fun playing as killer, but really you're just gonna be getting teabagged and pallet looped for eternity while 3 gens pop in the distance, and you only have one person on hook who's not even on death hook. And also, that's another thing I want to talk about. This game is so fucking toxic. I'm willing to bet that Dead by Daylight is probably just as toxic as GTA 5 and Rainbow Six Siege. Like, I'm glad I play on Switch, because if I didn't, I would probably be getting hate messages from pretty much every survivor that I play with. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about Dead by Daylight. I'm really hoping that Gun Media's next horror game will probably exceed my expectations, because I heard that Gun Media is working on another multiplayer horror game, and I'm hoping it'll be just as good as Friday the 13th, because if it is, then I'll probably won't miss Dead by Daylight, because I will kind of miss Dead by Daylight. I'll probably miss playing as Survivor, because I used to play with my friends a little bit. But if I can have a good time playing as Killer, because that's the main reason why I brought Dead by Daylight. I did not play this shit to play as Survivor. I want to play Dead by Daylight to fucking kill people. And if I can't enjoy that anymore, like I used to when the game first came out, then fuck Dead by Daylight, and fuck all you salty ass Survivor mains for taking full advantage of behavior being dickheads to us. So yeah, guys, that was my video. Let me know what you think. Do you like Dead by Daylight? And if you guys do like Dead by Daylight, that's fine, okay? I respect your opinion. You don't have to be a dickhead in the comments, but if you want to, go ahead. Once again, I do not care. But anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you so very much for watching. Let me know what kind of video do you guys want to see next. And let me know down in the comment section below, do you enjoy the gameplay, or do you want me to play something else as the background gameplay? I could maybe do some... I wanted to play Home Sweet Home Survive, because that game looks really good. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see in the comment section below, and what do you want me to play next. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Mr. Rage 22 signing off. Bye-bye, guys.